Our top focus on WION Dispatch today is the diplomatic row between India and Canada, where in the latest India has responded firmly to Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's recent admission that his government had no hard proof when it accused India of involvement in the killing of pro-Khalistani leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar on Canadian soil. India's Ministry of External Affairs said that Trudeau's testimony before a public inquiry only confirmed what New Delhi has been saying from the very start, which is Canada has provided no evidence to support the serious allegations that it has chosen to level against India and Indian diplomats. The ministry further added that the responsibility for the damage that this cavalier behavior has caused to India-Canada relations lies with the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, alone. It rejected what it called false allegations against its diplomats.
Since September of 2023, the Canadian government has not shared any shred of information with us. Yesterday, again, after the public inquiry, hearing, we had again issued a statement saying that Canada has leveled serious allegations, but has so far not given any evidence to back it up.
This as the US State Department has confirmed that CC1, the Indian government official allegedly involved in a plot to kill another pro-Khalistan leader, is no longer in government service. The United States also expressed satisfaction with the cooperation provided by the Indian Inquiry Committee. An Indian committee set up to examine the US case visited Washington for talks on Tuesday.
Sure. So we, the meeting that occurred yesterday, we being the U.S. government broadly, updated members of the Committee of Inquiry about the investigation that the United States has been conducting. We've received an update from them on the investigation that they have been conducting. It was a productive meeting, and I will leave it at that.
Did they also inform you about some of the actions they might have taken?
They did inform us that the individual who was named in the Justice Department indictment is no longer an employee of the Indian government.
Now, the visit came just as a row between India and Canada was escalating publicly. Meanwhile, Canadian Prime Minister admitted that his government had not provided India with hard evidence, but it only had intelligence regarding the killing of Nijjar on Canadian soil. Trudeau appeared before the inquiry that is looking at the ability of institutions to detect and fend off the attempts of hostile states to meddle in Canadian affairs. Trudeau also told the inquiry that Canada asked the government of China to remove Zhao Wei, a Chinese diplomat accused of targeting Conservative MP Michael Chong, before Canada decided to declare Zhao quote-unquote persona non grata and kicked him out of the country. Zhao had reportedly played a role in attempts to gather information on Chong's family in Hong Kong in 2021 following the MP's condemnation of Beijing's conduct. Trudeau said there was an exchange of messages with Chinese officials before Zhao was ejected. Trudeau's latest testimony comes days after Canada ordered 6 Indian diplomats as quote-unquote persons of interest in the Nijjar case. In a retaliatory move, India decided to expel 6 Canadian diplomats and recalled its top diplomats from Canada. Amid the India-Canada spat, the spotlight is on the list of the 8 gangsters wanted by India, even as Canada turns a blind eye to it. Heading the list is Sandeep Singh Sandhu, alias Sunny. He's said to be the mastermind in the murder of Shaurya Chakra awardee Balwinder Singh Sandhu in Punjab. Following him is Arshdeep Singh Gill, alias Arsh Dalla, who has been designated as a terrorist by India under the UAPA. Satinderjeet Singh alias Goldie Barar is wanted for the murder of Punjabi singer Sidhu Moosewala. An active member of the Lawrence Bishnoi gang, he has a red corner notice against him. Charanjit Singh, alias Rinku, formed a group of pro-Khalistan radicals in Punjab. India's Punjab police has a lookout circular against him since the year 2021. Ramandeep Singh, alias Raman Judge, is accused of radicalizing youth to carry out targeted killings. And Lakbir Singh, alias Landa, is an accused in the two rocket-propelled grenade terror attacks in Punjab in 2022. Another criminal on the list, Gurpinder Singh, alias Baba Dalla, is involved in 8 criminal cases and is linked to pro-Khalistan operative Hardeep Singh Nijjar and Khalistan Tiger Force. And last is Sukhtul Singh, alias Sukha Duneke, who handles the activities of the Bambiha gang from overseas and is involved in the killing of Kabaddi player Sandeep Nangal in 2022. And for more on this, WION's assistant editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibal, now joins us live on the broadcast from New Delhi. Siddhant, you were present at the press conference conducted by the Ministry of External Affairs of India. Tell me, what is your assessment of the situation? How much of a nosedive have India-Canada relations taken?
Well, the relationship has totally collapsed. We know by weekend, the 6 Indian diplomats, including the High Commissioner, which have been withdrawn by the Indian government and expelled by the Canadian government, will be back in India. And the 6 Canadian diplomats expelled by the Indian side will be back in Canada. Now, essentially, we are looking at more actions, but we know that the Indian side has multiple times reiterated all throughout the week that no evidence has been provided by the Canadian government on their allegations that there is an Indian government link to the Nijjar killing, who is a listed terrorist here in India. Now, essentially, we know the testimony made by the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau at the Foreign Interference Commission, and he essentially made a lot of comments against India, something that hasn't gone very well here in New Delhi. And we saw a strongly worded statement late night, in fact, early morning today at 1 a.m., where the Indian Ministry of External Affairs squarely blamed the Canadian Prime Minister for the downfall in the relationship.
Siddhant, also do tell us, what is the way forward in these relations? After all, Canada has been India's long-time diplomatic friend, so to say. What is the road ahead?
Well, highly unlikely that till the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, is there will be any improvement in the relationship. Yes, there are elections in Canada next year, and India has been pointing out that as to how Justin Trudeau has been involving his vote bank politics with bilateral relationship, and that has led to downfall in the relationship. But it doesn't looks like a very rosy picture in India-Canada relationship. Though in today's presser by the Indian Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson, the spokesperson pointed out to how there is a relationship in terms of trade, in terms of people-to-people relationship between India and Canada. But it looks like for India, Justin Trudeau is the villain of the story.
Thank you so much, Siddhant Sibal, for joining us with the latest on that. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.